You've been listening to it. Now you can watch it. KFAN.com/watch the Power Hour live. Thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. I hope you join us on the video side of things. It's fun. It's exciting.
Can I come over and watch?
Oh, you can watch it wherever you want, Rosie. On your phone, television.
What? Are you just rambling to yourself?
Anywhere?
Oh, you guys were having a big old conversation over there.
You were getting ripped.
I bet.
Oh, yeah.
Shreds.
I defended you, Zacko.
What'd you say now, Zacko? Are you reading my liners? Tag the sponsor. What's happening?
I did.
All right, good.
The first 45 seconds since we came back, I did.
Good. Don't piss me off, Art.
Great film.
Great film.
God, Christmas Vacation is so good.
So good.
What were you saying, Zach?
About what?
Never.
My God, Oscar, pay attention.
KFAN.com/watch is where you can find the power.
Oh, yes.
Hey. It's all thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
All right, let's do some sports, Zacko.
It's time for Fan 5, brought to you by Builders and Remodelers.
The Minnesota Twins game against the White Sox last night was rained out, so they will play a doubleheader today, starting at 1:10. Pablo Lopez is on the mound, and then Bailey Ober. One version of that will go, and then the other version will go. I don't know who started. It doesn't matter. I don't think they've announced it fully yet, but you got what I mean. And then 45 minutes later, Game 2 will start. The most important thing, though, is Marnie will be on the call for both games, and with 2 games going, Rosie's going to find a lot to call
A lot
it.
of critiquing. I hope he has 2 pens.
I still can't get over that.
Does it surprise you?
No, but that's the last thing I would want, because leading up to this and doing this, and I know it's not annual labor, but this means a lot to me. It really does. I wanted to show everybody that we can do this, not as good. We can't do it. I can't do it without those 2. I can't. But the 3 of us, all of us that have been here, we can do it.
We can do it.
It's a C version, but it's not an F. I didn't want it to be a dumpster fire. The last thing I would want, and they wouldn't, if hockey came in here tomorrow, and he wouldn't, but I'm just using an example, and was like, hey, great job, but it's a fly out, not a pop fly. I'd go, what? That's all you got?
That's what you got from my,
from 3 days of this? Why would he do that?
Because he's Rosie.
At least you got more material for the next time you play with Common.
Yes.
I can't wait to tell Common that. Common's going to do 2 hours on it today. That's ridiculous. Yeah.
It's one thing for Rosie to think it. It's another thing for him to vocalize it.
Or to ask
to other people.
Should I call
What he loves.
What do you think?
Well, what he loves to do is he agitates me. He loves to do it. He comes in every day. He sits down, he sighs, and then he thinks of some way to agitate me. Yeah.
Would you be quiet, Rosie?
No, you be
that's
quiet.
You. Yeah, that's you. Yeah, I love it. Should I call her? No, because I'm sure
not.
part of it's a big deal, and Marnie is very prepared.
Yep. She's A+.
You look down and you go, oh, it's Rosie. Hey, Marnes, great job, but I'd hang up.
Yeah, I would, too.
I would hang up immediately.
Yep.
Max, so the Wolves start Summer League on Friday at 4 p.m. against the Pelicans. That game will be on ESPN. First time we get to see Dillingham and Shannon Jr. for the first time.
Yeah, super excited to see what they can do out there. And if they're as good as we think they are, they're just going to be balling out against those guys, because I expect both of them to be in the Wolves lineup on day 1, especially Dillingham, obviously. And I think Tim Connolly even said as such. He's like, you don't make a big swing like this unless a guy's going to play right away. So I'm super excited to see how their game translates to the pros, and hopefully we can get them in there soon, and they can be the difference maker to take us to the next level, to that NBA Finals.
I'm sure it'll be something where if he's very good on Friday, he probably won't play again.
Yeah, probably.
Just injury and all that.
Yeah.
Is the developmental league basically the NHL's version of the summer league with all these young guys? Does every team do something like that?
Yeah, every team will do that. Yeah, get the young guys in early, whether they call it rookie camp, development, whatever it is. And then a lot of teams will do some scrimmages here and there too. They'll get together, go somewhere, and meet up with a couple other teams, do a little round robin or whatever, just to get some games. And because it's important for obviously the organization to see the players, and it's important for the players to be seen by the organization. Show them what you can do.
Let me ask you this, and you can answer it how you would. There's some people who I respect when it comes to hockey takes. There's a lot of people. Russo talked about it. A lot of people have said this, that the Wild a year from now should be big time buyers at either the trade, not the trade deadline, but in free agency.
Yeah.
And they should most likely have the money to find a running mate for Kaprizov, whose deal ends in 2 years.
Yeah.
How important is that? And what do you think about some of these contracts that they've signed that are, 3-4 year contracts?
I'm fine with them. I don't have any issues with them per se. That being said, yeah, this is the time for these guys, really, obviously the ones that have earned their contracts from Billy Guerin. But right now through the lean years, that's exactly what you want. You want to put together a lineup to where when this contracts do come off the books, then yeah, whoever is that free agent, that number one centerman, because you look at the NHL teams, you look at the successful NHL teams, they win down the middle with a number one goaltender, number one defenseman, number one centerman. And that is the big glaring difference in our team, is we just do not have a legit number one centerman to let Kaprizov just take a little bit of weight off from having to carry it, and he can do it. The guy doesn't ever get tired, for God's sakes.
Lucky.
But that being said, it would be nice to be able to, for him to kind of fly down the wall and just kind of hit openings. Him and Zuccarello do a good enough job, but, those are two wingers. It's just not the same as having a legit number one centerman.
Is there somebody you want specifically?
I haven't
Good
looked.
twist.
I got to look now that you guys brought this up. I'm gonna have to look at see kind of who's up for free agencies for
Isn't
free agents.
Draisaitl possibly a free agent?
Draisaitl, yeah. There's a big rumor he's going to San Jose.
Why?
I have no idea because I don't know. You ever been to?
Right.
You ever been to Edmonton?
I've never been to Canada.
Yeah,
On purpose.
San Jose
Well
is
played.
a heck of a lot nicer than Edmonton.
Yeah.
You go to Edmonton, you got to turn your clock back 20 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not doing that. I mean, it's like the Vikings though. When they brought in Kwesi, his whole bit was to get younger and get more money, and they've done that. They should be able. The Vikings, after the season in March, should be able to attack free agency. And they've set themselves up for that. The young quarterback, I think, probably have 50 to 60 million. The Wild should be doing the same thing. And I don't know hockey like Zacho, Brett, you, but like if Billy Guerin gets this, this dead horse off of his contract and off of his books, you have to attack free agency.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah. Strike while the
you're
iron's
signing
hot.
some of these guys where people are like, what are you doing? $4 million for who's the guy? Zeev Zeverson or
Kevin Gore.
I think it was him.
Gorgie. I need your agent.
right. But they have to be able to attack free agency.
Yeah.
Kevin Gore got a no move as well, so he's not going anywhere.
Oh, good.
Sorry, Gorgie.
50 days from today, the Gophers football team opens their season at home on Thursday night at Huntington Bank Stadium against UNC. Game time is 7 p.m. Pregame will start right at 5. The Gophers are an early 1.5-point favorite. So that is right around the corner. Vikings vets will report everybody will be in training camp 13 days from today. Texas quarterback Arch Manning announced yesterday on Instagram that he will be in the college football game that comes out 6 days from today if you bought it early.
Yeah, that'll be sweet. But, I mean, is anybody really playing the college football games to play as a specific player outside of themselves? It's like, not really. I'm just going to make my own guy and start my own college. I mean, good for Arch Manning, though, because he did kind of seem like a D by being like the one person that wasn't in the game.
He did say, though, the reason he didn't is he didn't want to overshadow Quinn Ewers because he's not the starter. Yeah.
But I feel like there had to have been some other reason.
His uncle ain't doing that ad for free.
Right.
Eli
Exactly.
ain't doing that ad for free.
But weren't you guys talking about, don't they not get paid a lot
Well, they
to be
get
in the game?
Yeah,
$600.
It was $600.
Not much at all,
and a free copy.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
okay.
Nothing. I mean,
so $1,200.
I mean,
almost.
but like when Tommy played, that would be fine. But like these
Now-
guys, I mean,
Yeah.
they're making a ton of money. Why?
It's good exposure.
I mean,
Good opportunity.
do you think the three guys on the front of it got paid? It's Ewers, it's Hunter, and then it's the running back from Michigan. I wonder if they get paid more because they're on. I mean, were you on a video game? You're in a video game.
Yeah.
You got paid, right? Is that through
still
the?
are.
No,
He still
that's just
Mario Brothers or which
Super Mario Brothers. Thank you very
You
much.
still like the NHLPA?
Yeah, I'm in the Legacy, I think, or something like that. It's called. I'm in with the Florida Panthers.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can
Yeah, do you get
play
any
NHL
dough?
right now.
No,
What do you mean?
absolutely not.
What do you mean? That's your
that,
likeness.
that all goes to the union.
Fire lawyer Lambert. Get a better lawyer.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Do I need to go in there?
Yes. Let me give you
God.
let me get you the phone number, little B.
What is happening?
Perry, the first time you were in a game, were you mad at your stats at all? Like, were you like, I'm better than this?
I think they've always had me way too slow. I mean, I wasn't fast by any means, but I wasn't that slow, for God's sakes.
You ever like edit yourself? Like, you know what? This has to be 99.
Just change it
I'm
all up.
actually 6'11".
Yeah, the funny thing is, I didn't even play like the game. I had some of the games. I never played them at my house, but I like go to friends' houses and their kids would just love to. They would force me to play against the Islanders when I was playing for New York, and then they would get in a fight with me the first shift, and I would get hurt. They'd make sure I got knocked out cold, and I was done for the game. So those are my earliest memories of being in a video game.
They have this thing called Hockey Ultimate Team. Are you familiar with Madden Ultimate Team?
Yes,
Sauce?
that MUT bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's in like every sports
never
game
play
now.
it.
Right.
Pay to win.
It's one of the reasons why sports video games suck now.
Correct.
It's terrible.
But the basic concept is
Why?
you buy packs.
everything.
Well, yeah, because you buy packs.
Yeah, I'm
or
not
you,
doing that.
or
Play
you earn them.
franchise. Just play a franchise.
Correct.
Just do franchise.
The reason why it's ruined everything is because they put so much money in or put effort into it because of the money. Because you buy packs of players and it's just random, and you get random players. Parrish, you are one of the random players that you can get on these packs, and so people will spend hundreds of dollars
Hundreds?
on these packs, and it's basically legal or video game gambling for these kids. But I have your stats if you want, or your overall.
Yeah, sure. This could be fun.
Yeah, this will be great.
brilliant.
Paris,
Boy.
yeah.
Which, by the way, your picture on here looks awesome.
Which
You're
team?
very
I was
happy
probably very young
to be there. Over. Do you want? Do you want
team?
He's Panthers alumni.
Okay.
5'11", 200 pounds.
Lucky.
6 feet.
Shoots right. Your age is 46.
47.
I got to update that. You're a sniper.
Whoa.
Hey.
Not going to argue that one.
Sniper.
You're
out
a
of
card
DC.
type. You're an icon, and you want your overall 76
Is that out of 80?
out of 100. So your skating is 79. Your shot 77. Your hands are 78.
I'm a sniper
Your,
and they made my shot 77?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Your checking is 69,
Nice.
That's actually.
and your defense
that's
is
actually-
76.
Both of those are a little high.
Honestly, do you think it should be higher?
Well, I think if I'm a sniper, my shot should be a little bit better.
No, that's not what they say. Acceleration 81.
Oh, there you go. You got
Okay.
some jets.
See, no, that
Okay.
they got to flip the shot and the acceleration.
Would you say your slap shot or your wrist shot is better?
My wrist shot's better.
Well, they say it's the same.
They know.
Okay, they did not watch me play much because I did not take many slap shots.
Are you more powerful or accurate with your
That's
shot?
private.
accurate?
They say your accuracy is 77, your power is 79.
Yeah, that's no.
Also, they say you've never taken a face off in your
Never.
life. 52.
52 on face-offs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Three.
I was my rookie year. I think I was 2-0 on my face-offs, and it was like the last 5 games of the year. And like Ray Whitney and Rob Niedermeyer, my line mates, they saw that and they're like, "There's no way we're letting you finish with 100% face-off percentage." So they made me go in until I lost it, which was the very next one.
Yeah, that's classic. Yeah, that's sweet, man. It would be cool. Like, you know, that's what makes you great.
It's
Paris is you're
surreal,
humble,
man.
but like,
It's surreal.
I would be so pumped. Like,
It's
if they had
crazy.
a radio video game and they were like listening would be 0. Paying attention would be 0.
Tight, weight.
Yeah, weight. Yeah, too much.
Head
Great
size.
t-shirt.
Yeah.
Head size
Head
99.
size.
Might be a State Fair shirt.
Mailing in 100.
Yep.
The reading, the
Corey
rut.
talked- the reading
The
0.
radio ultimate team.
Brilliant, And the game would be like, I don't even know how he made the game at this point.
When you pick you in the game, all the letters are jumbled. You can't read.
Right. I'm the last pick. We come back, ESPN, because everybody's gearing up for football season, ranked the wide receiver, tight end, and running back combos in the NFL. We'll get to what they ranked the Vikings and where everybody else thinks they're ranked. And then, of course, for Brett, we'll do the Packers.
The Fan.
Join us at the Return of Rube Party on Friday, July 19th at Forgotten Star Brewery in Fridley. We're kicking off the broadcast with the Star Bank Red Carpet broadcast starting at 6:30 p.m., followed by some of your favorite fan games for great prizes, including tickets to see Metallica at U.S. Bank Stadium and rounds for Rubes thanks to Star Bank. Then we'll wrap up the night with live music from the Chris Hockey Band. Full details now at KFAN.com/party.
That'll be great. We were just talking about that. Were you talking about the Rube Party?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm practicing for when they come back.
I'm excited. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be great. A week from Friday, right?
That is correct, sir.
Yeah, man. That'll be
Big
sweet.
Fridays coming
Forgotten
up.
Star is sweet. I've done stand-up at Forgotten Star. It's a great place. Are you coming, Perry?
When is it?
A
Next
week from
Friday, I sent you a calendar invite.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Perry. It'll be fun, yeah. My wife's going to go. It'll be a great time.
My wife.
Good times had by all. Did anyone see her tweet yesterday?
Yeah, I just saw it this
Which one?
morning. Yeah.
The
What?
Yeah, she said.
bosoms.
I'm going to read it.
What? Is it about her parts?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny.
All right.
She tweeted yesterday, and a bunch of people brilliantly were like, "God bless your mention." She wrote, "Now that our pregnancy is public, gotta say, I hate these button bar, but I hate these huge boobs."
They're spectacular and they're real.
Who was there?
Rosie.
That was the best alley-oop. Yeah. So of course, who do you think got tagged in that tweet?
Meat sauce.
Rosie.
Oh.
He's tagged in every one. Man, the responses are brilliant.
Okay, thank you. I'll have another.
Matthew wrote, "That's a very brave thing to post on Twitter. Best of luck to you and your replies."
That's really hot. Oh, yeah.
Okay, Rosie.
Tie down.
I don't know why she hates him. That was like one of the only good parts.
Yeah, it's
Two.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, she hates it.
What?
I don't know.
I bet it would be tough, right?
I mean,
No, tell me more. Tell me how you think it is being pregnant. I'd love to know.
It's probably a bummer.
No more talkie for you.
A bummer.
It's not a bummer. You're creating life.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like you gotta have your back hurt all the time and stuff.
My back never hurt.
Okay. I don't know. I'm
Sick
just
brag.
assuming. You're carrying around a big giant person inside you.
I know.
Oh, we don't have to fat shame before they're even born.
Abundantly
I mean,
clear.
they're babies.
They are.
they're not.
Yeah. Wasn't meat sauce. I mean, his poor mother.
It wasn't Chris Griffin.
My Lord.
They're not carrying around Andre the Giant. What are you talking about?
Have you seen babies
Yeah,
before?
do you know how children are made?
That's a lot. Plus, you got the bigger boobies.
Button bar.
Yay.
Also, I just said that's the best part.
Yeah, I don't mind them. I'll just say that.
That is abundantly clear.
I don't mind them.
Zacho, besides when you do the hands, that was the gayest thing you've ever done.
Besides the bigger boobies.
The way you said it.
Yeah, is this a kindergarten class? All right, let's get back on track
Yeah,
here.
go ahead.
The ESPN, Bill Barnwell, who does a great job for ESPN, came up with the wide receiver, tight end, running back talent for the 2024 season. We won't go through all of them, but we'll go through some of them. Who do you think is dead last in wide receiver, tight end, and running back talent for the 2024 season?
Carolina.
Dead last. No.
I guess
Perry,
they didn't get that guy in the
it's an
draft.
AFC team.
The Titans.
No, they're up there, though. It's the Los Angeles Chargers. Dead last. I'm not going to go through it. 31 is the Patriots. 30 is Denver, right? So we flow all the way down here and we keep going. One of us. I was going to have this on the computer, but it's a ESPN insider bit. How about 14th? The Kansas City Chiefs. That's how good Mahomes is.
Right.
They can have the 14th best wide receiver, tight end, running back, and they still win the Super Bowl and are favorite to win the Super Bowl.
Probably can't afford to go any higher than 14.
Yeah, you are correct.
And Travis Kelce completely skews that. Adding the tight end, they would be near the bottom if Travis Kelce wasn't a part of the equation.
All right, we'll go through the top 10. Who do you think's 10? By the way, because I haven't mentioned the Vikings, they're in the top 10.
They got to be near the top.
It's the Atlanta Falcons are 10.
Okay.
The Rams are 9. The Seahawks are 8.
Huh?
With I don't know.
Metcalf.
Yeah, Metcalf. They got a good tight end. They got a bunch of running backs. Kenneth Walker is good.
Was in there too.
Yeah. 7 is the Detroit Lions.
That makes sense, yeah.
This is incredible how good this division is. This is how good this division is just in these position, whatever they call them. Not diva. What are these?
Skilled.
Thank you.
Positions,
See,
yeah.
I'm practicing for tomorrow. 7 is the Detroit Lions. This is odd. 6 is the Chicago Bears.
This is insane to even
Keenan Allen,
hear.
DJ Moore, and Rome Odunze, who is a great rookie. He'll be great.
They'll find a way to blow it.
Yeah, they will.
Plus they got
5.
a new running back, right?
Yeah. 5 is your Minnesota Vikings. 5. They were ranked 4 in 2022, and they were ranked 6 in 2023.
Man,
5.
There's not a whole lot of teams that I can think of that. I don't know if I can think of 4 teams that I would say are objectively have better skills positions than the Vikings. I'd have to say they're top 3.
I mean, they have the best wide receiver in football. The running game will be better. God bless Alexander Madison, but they had to move on.
Right. Hawkinson
when he's healthy is incredible. 4, Houston Texans.
Yeah, they're loaded this year.
3, the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah. I mean,
loaded.
Waddle and Tyree. Plus, Achane is really good
He's
if
so
he comes
good.
back.
Yeah,
they're so fast.
The other running back.
And they got Mostert, too.
Yeah, Mostert's a stud.
They're just an insanely fast team.
2 is the Eagles.
Okay, yeah. A.J. Brown is
1 is the 49ers. There is a team we didn't say. I forgot to look. But we have not mentioned the Green Bay Packers. Where do you think the Packers are, Brett, on this list of wide receiver, tight end, and running back talent? Because you did add a stud running back.
Yeah, I like Josh Jacobs a lot. They probably put him 17.
You are correct.
Oh,
Wow.
Great guess.
All right.
Jeez.
Thank you.
17.
I know my squad.
Yeah, that was good.
And they probably cost a fraction of JJ's contract.
Correct, yeah. But you're gonna have to pay that quarterback.
Oh,
They should pay
Blank
him now.
check.
Yeah, they should pay him now. So yeah, that's it. 5. Where do you think that is for the Vikes? That's good. That
seems fine.
with the best wide receiver, upgraded running back, and one of a top 5 tight end. 5 is a good.
I think
pick.
5 is fair. Yeah,
Right.
It could be argued they could be higher, but I think 5 is completely fair. Yeah, and the 49ers absolutely should be.
Well, that's why
number 1.
Purdy's so good.
Yeah.
Because it's an all-star. It's a God squad. That
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Corey thinks that's a terrible opinion.
It's not.
He plays on an all-star team.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy plays on an all-star team. I mean, he plays like when we play Madden. It's a God squad.
Yeah, I'm not blaming him. Me and you are the last people to blame him. That's what we do on every sports team.
You put him on
New England.
Put him on Carolina.
We would never have heard his name if he was on the Patriots.
You are correct.
And he's a great player, and he plays well with those players. But
he's on an all-star
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's time for headlines.
So I think
Thank you to Wolf River Electric.
Hey,
thank you
turned
to
on?
Wolf River. Thanks, Frankenstein.
Trying to sneak it in there.
Want to get turned on?
Say it
Yeah,
louder.
sure.
Sam.
But
Who's
can you
the
say it
caller?
again?
Wolf River Electric.
Thank you.
No solar.
So
Wolf
Max
River
and I have been
Electric.
going back and forth. We each do a headline, and we
Okay.
can all talk about it. I don't know. This is probably one of the best ones, but I'm going to start with it because it's funny. A 37. Do you have any music we can play, Zacho? I think it sounds better. Well, yeah, play that.
We don't have that.
No,
Could be
Zach. Sometimes you act like you're getting walked to the electric chair after this. No. You've been great. We got to land the plane.
Want to get turned on?
Yes, I already said. Just play the music.
Yeah. Wow. Yes. We got like 24 minutes. We just got to land the plane. My biggest fear doing this was we'd get to like 8:45 one of these days and be like,
What do you got?
what else you got over there, Hawk? Who's pitching tonight? But we haven't. We're going to finish strong. A 37-year-old woman in Arkansas is facing charges. Woodhawk.
Yes.
Out of respect.
Because when she was seeing, she's scary. When she was seeing her son in juvie,
That's
she
sweet.
broke the glass out of a cancer fundraising candy machine and stole a couple handfuls of candy.
I mean, so Apple didn't fall too far from the tree then.
Yeah, no idea why he's in juvie.
Yeah, Hawkwood, because she's risky.
Yeah, she's risky, and now she's loaded.
That's terrible. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Maxo?
There was a recent poll of cartoon characters people would like to vote
This is a
for
great bid.
as president. Do you guys have any guesses who's the number one
I saw
cartoon character
Homer
that people
Simpson.
want to vote for? You're close.
Good one.
A Simpson is in the top 3, but it is not Homer.
Lisa?
Lisa is number 2 on the list. Lisa Simpson is number 2.
She was president.
She's the only
Yeah, she
one
was. Right, that's right.
Only one on that show that makes sense.
Right, I'd vote for Lisa in a heartbeat.
So would I.
Batman is number 1 as the cartoon character people would most likely want to vote for president. And the top 5 was Batman, Lisa Simpson, Superman, Spider-Man, and Velma from Scooby-Doo. Which
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah.
She's smart.
Yeah, she's smart.
She's always losing her glasses.
Yeah, Hawkwood.
We already
She has
got one
glasses.
senile
So
guy.
would, so would Corey. Corey's obsessed. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Hawk, of course, would. Hawk has probably seen that.
Do you guys have any other answers outside of the ones named?
No, I
of
just
a
think it's
cartoon
weird that somebody
character?
thought that should be a survey. It's like, you know what we should ask people?
Exactly.
Correct.
That's how far down we are right now with the presidential.
That's why
bid.
we need, yes.
People were thinking of fictional characters.
We're doing Family Feud mall surveys as like actual like real studies now.
Right.
Yeah. Well said. Man, the mall survey those were great. He'd give you like $5, but it took forever.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not.
They make you watch like 60
Never.
movie trailers.
I've done one.
Yeah, I've
Never.
done one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put my
for
head
sure.
down and walked right by.
At Knollwood, like 25, 30 years ago, that's how old I am. Dov and I tried the Reese's stick that they have. That was like coming onto the scene, and we tried those. Shocking. And yeah, we got paid to do that. That's fine.
But do they do that anymore? Because just
I
think
don't
like
think
it's
so.
2024. If somebody
No.
comes up to you in a mall like that, like that's
No.
weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Even the kiosk people are a little bit shyer
Yes.
now. They just
Yeah.
wait for you to
Everybody
come to them.
is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't want to go viral.
Like,
for,
think about it. In retrospect, I probably shouldn't have followed a stranger into the basement of a mall. Like, why do that?
Right.
That was dumb.
I got followed at an airport in Jamaica by one of those people.
Zacko,
why.
then what?
On Instagram?
Yeah,
Like they were like they had their it was like one of those giant bottles of Jack Daniels and
Go on.
stuff, and they were following me because I paused for a second to look at it. Like, do you want it? I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm good.
Yeah,
Maybe they just wanted an autograph from Zach Daniels.
When the wife and I were on our honeymoon, there was this guy selling NFL hats, and we bought her the Packer one, and it was in pesos. And I got back to the room and I did the math. I'm like, I just paid like $55 for that stupid hat. Yeah, we
Probably
bought
look
it.
good.
Yeah, she'll love it. It's downstairs in our Packer shrine that has to be downstairs. Anyway, we need Corey here. A 75-year-old pastor is facing federal charges. I'm not laughing. For allegedly assaulting his wife on an airplane. According to reports, he was upset when she got upgraded to first class, so he smacked her and flipped her the bird.
That's one of the most immature
Great
things
comeback.
I've ever heard.
Come on, man.
Are you kidding? There's got to be something else behind that. I mean, there's some other kind of hatred for his wife than just that.
That's insane.
Right?
What an idiot.
My God.
And I'll speak for my wife. Oh,
My
good for me.
wife.
When we flew back from Paris, I got upgraded, and she was like, "Good riddance. I'll take the empty seat. Go." You just talk the whole
That is a
time.
great point. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Hell
an empty
yeah.
seat
We were
is
in
almost
space.
as good.
Oh, God, yeah.
We were in the exit row, and because in Barb will love this, because in other countries you can't access Bravo, she had to catch up on her stories.
Yep.
She didn't want me there asking her who's that, what's so yeah. She was pumped when I left. Yeah.
Do you think that pastor slapped her and thought, I didn't get my point across? I don't think.
Yeah,
I don't
they
think
gotta
she
flip
got
the
my
reverse.
message.
Yeah, what an
Flipped her off.
Yeah. Maxo?
Will Smith is reportedly begging the Academy to end his 10-year Oscar ban for slapping Chris Rock, but some members still haven't forgiven him, and more
That's
importantly,
assault.
Yeah.
I guess so, Rose. I
Technically.
guess so. And they said neither has Chris Rock. So Will Smith looking to get back into the Academy. I think let him back in, man.
I don't think they're going to let him.
I don't think they are.
No, they're definitely not going to let him.
Yeah.
But
I disagree.
people still
He
act
went
like
on
this.
stage in front of the entire world and assaulted a dude.
I'm with Halvy, yeah.
Yeah,
See you later.
Nordo, I think, still to this day thinks it was staged.
Well, clearly not if they're doing the 10.
Yeah.
Let people throw some
Yeah,
hands
he still
once in
does.
a while, you
Yeah.
know?
That was such an odd moment.
It was so
That
weird.
was so weird.
So weird.
I was
Yeah.
it was when I was still overseas for when we went to Ireland
Oh,
as a trip, and my best friend calls me and he's like, Will Smith just slapped Chris Rock, and I'm like, dude, you're falling for one of those like AI things.
Yeah.
Like that's not real, you know? I'm
Slow
like,
down.
yeah, I'm like, calm down,
not-
dude. Yeah,
Maybe a couple edibles is probably too many.
I didn't think it was real at first either, but obviously it is. But I don't. Let him back in, man.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson gets to go to that
good
the
point.
Oscars.
Yeah, I mean,
There's a lot of terrible people in those
Woody Allen.
audiences.
Woody
Yeah,
Allen.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
He
like,
doesn't go, but he.
if they're gonna just start handing out bands and hand out bands to everybody.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I mean,
Agreed.
Yeah, slap. That was. I couldn't believe it. We talked about it for like 2 hours. That and the Manti Te'o thing.
We
when
talked
that
about it
happened.
for 2 weeks.
Yeah, the Manti Te'o thing is the most. I don't know if you're familiar with. I'm sure you guys are.
Yeah.
Remember that
Yeah.
bit when he had
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
the
fake
30
girlfriend?
30, yeah.
Dude, I'll never forget that. That was, I think, 2012. We talked about it, and rightfully so, for like a week straight. That is the weirdest story ever.
Yeah.
Ever. And then like the whole bit about how he was like going to be a top 5 pick. He was a Heisman Trophy finalist. That is so weird. If you don't know what it is, and you probably do, but he was one of the best college football players at Notre Dame. He had a fake girlfriend that he didn't know was fake,
Woodhawk.
allegedly. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was on the internet.
Probably
yeah.
has.
Yeah, she was on the internet.
Yeah.
and she was nice to him.
Yeah.
And the night before the Heisman Trophy bit, there's a whole documentary on it. The same people that did the Johnny Manziel bit. You got to watch it. It's you literally feel horrible for him. You do.
Yeah, he got
fell
screwed.
hook, line, and sinker
Yeah,
for
he
it.
did.
The
Yeah.
guy used like a voice changer, and it was like Marcus Tuiasosopo's like brother or something.
Yeah.
But it was unbelievable when I think Deadspin broke that story.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And that was prime like Catfish, the TV
Yes.
show era. Prime just that.
Yes.
Social media was
Yes.
still not as normal as it is now, so tons of people were getting
Yeah.
catfished left and
And
right.
he fell hook, line, and sinker for it. And then the bit was that she died in a car accident and her grandma died. It was such a weird thing.
I think it broke right before they played in like a national
I think
title
you're-
game.
yeah, I think-
And
yeah.
then Ingram just ran him over
Yeah,
for 4
they got-
quarters.
Yeah.
Got killed.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Dwight Hockey has a new place to travel to. Yosemite National Park is telling people to stop leaving their crap in the wilderness.
Oh, my God.
Literally. They apparently need to tell people to not leave their soiled toilet paper around the park.
Oh, my God.
Humans are the worst. Like, how do you see something that beautiful and you're like, you know what this needs?
Is that in California? Yosemite?
Isn't it
Montana?
Montana or something?
Yeah, I've never
Look
been.
like
Have you
Carmen
been
San
there?
Diego. I think.
I think
There's a
that's-
sliver in Idaho.
I think that's where Corey proposed to his
Utah.
wife. Was that
Are
Yosemite?
you the Motel 6
I
guy?
bet it's great. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Maxo?
Anyways,
You could follow that.
yesterday someone posted, or at least over the weekend or something, someone posted a screenshot where Kanye West allegedly said he is retiring from music, and I will speak
Man.
for a lot of people when I say good.
Barb has met him.
Yeah, I mean, I've told this story before. It's when I hear about him now, it's just different because I have physically watched him have a mental breakdown here. It was I don't remember which album it was, but it was when we had our performance theater was downstairs, and he came in, and it was just to play his new album for, it was like 20 winners. Everybody had to leave their cell phones out. I knew it wasn't going to be good because when he was like sound checking, he kept saying to turn it up, and the speakers weren't loud enough for him. It's got to be louder. It's got to be louder. And our engineer was like, it's up all the way. Like, there's nothing we can do. And you could already tell he was mad. So he gets up there and the DJ starts doing kind of like the Q&A and asked him, this is way before he dated Kim Kardashian, but it was like the first time that anybody had ever talked about them potentially being together. And he specifically said not to ask him about it. And our DJ did. And he just sat there in silence. He wanted to take a break. So he and I walked down the hall while he like cooled off. He like breathe in, breathe out. Okay. He came back in.
Thanks.
And for the next 30 minutes, he went off about the Beyonce Taylor thing, the Hurricane Katrina deal that happened on TV. For 30 minutes uninterrupted, he had a breakdown on the stage. I was dripping with sweat because I was so nervous. Like, what's he going to do?
Right.
I mean, I was soaked. And he just went off. And it was like I'm watching a breakdown happen on stage in front of these people, and he's not stopping. And then we got done, and we walked out, and we walked out through the back entrance, and he was like, "Oh, you want a picture?" And he was totally fine. We took a picture, and he got in the car and left.
I mean,
and I had adrenaline for like 24 hours. Like, I didn't sleep that night. It was just very like, what did I just see?
So manic.
Yes, but he's done that now. I mean, you guys have all seen it now.
And just to think it's all because he didn't understand the fish sticks joke.
Right, which is such a great bit.
It is a funny
But like,
bit.
people were making this joke, and we can move on quickly. But when he was on with Alex Jones, and Alex Jones was like, buddy,
Dude, you need to calm down.
you can't say that. You've gone too far. I mean,
That's like
now,
Charles Manson being like, you should close your cult.
Yeah, that's like, I'm not doing that.
Right.
But like, he fell off, man. He has some bangers.
His first
Graduation.
5 or
Yes,
6
Graduation.
albums, all the way up until My Life is Pablo, he had not missed.
And that album with that weird Kanye, or that song with him and Kim, honey, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
God.
hideous. Yeah, I know it.
Hideous.
Bound too. Yeah, Yeezus. That was when he first started to get weird, but the music was still good. And now the music isn't there. He's a total maniac. He said a million different things that are reprehensible. Kanye West was my absolute hero as a kid.
He was A+.
He was the best.
Yeah.
I defended his honor on more than one occasion on Facebook. Yeah, the Yeezys were awesome.
Yeah.
And then he just he lost all sense of reality and who he was. And now he's just surrounded by people that can't tell him no.
Yeah.
It's a really
I don't think
scary,
he likes
sad thing.
being famous. When he was here, he was it was like paranoid, and he was always looking around like, who's watching me? Who's watching me? Is somebody trying to take a picture?
Yeah.
It was that the whole time. I just don't think he likes the attention. I don't think he wants it.
But I'll still listen to Heartless.
Yeah,
that's a great song.
Pretty soon.
It's a banger.
Good Life.
Oh, God.
Oh,
He
yeah.
had
All great.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's an all-time. The first 10 years of his career is all-time.
Yeah.
And then since then, I mean, it's almost equal now where he's been bad as long as he was good.
Some of it's horrible.
Really, really bad. Like,
Hideous.
it's like you have nobody in that studio with you being like, bro, this is not it.
That's a terrible career choice if you don't like being famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem with
I don't think you
musicians,
can
though,
handle it.
as a whole, because they love the music, they love writing, they're talented, they love singing. It's what they were born to do.
Like OMC.
But they can't handle the other side of it, which is totally understandable. The fame, that's a whole different side of things. And so that's why, I mean, you look at these rock bands and these rock artists and other genres too, where these artists are, driven to the point where they, there's a lot of suicide, unfortunately, in music, and it's too bad.
And especially that Kardashian fame. I'm not one of those people that's saying that like that's why Kanye was going to go crazy at some point. He has mental health problems.
That was
like
a time bomb.
He has legit mental health problems. It's not Kim Kardashian's fault. I kept up with the Kardashians for a long time, especially when I didn't have internet.
My wife still watches the show on Hulu.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
But that level of fame is even different than someone like Kanye West, who is already a superstar.
Yeah.
So, like, I could see how that could drive you crazy when you already have kind of that bomb ticking in your head.
Because often what makes their art so good is the fact that they are different. And unfortunately, that exacerbates an issue that's already underlying and can result in bad things.
Perry, you don't have to name names, but have you ever been around somebody in the sports world like that where they're like really good at what they do? Not that they're saying the things Kanye's saying, but like they're so on edge all the time because that's their bit.
Yeah, I've had friends retire.
Yeah,
because of it.
You just can't.
It's tough. I mean, it is the pressure. The external pressure is one thing, but it's the pressure that we put on ourselves. That's what gets to us. Our expectations are always higher than anyone else's. They're higher than the media's. They're higher than anyone's. So usually it becomes the pressure on yourself and the expectations of yourself, going on in a career where you're just night after night. It just wears you down. I mean, the mental health is important. And that's where you've seen a lot of NHL teams, sports psychiatrists, they're getting a lot more mental health. And I absolutely love it because obviously with the concussions alone, I think we need it. Yeah, as well as, we're a little off in the head too. Just a little.
My turn or your turn?
I think it's your turn.
Krispy Kreme is selling a dozen donuts for 89 cents this Friday. It's honoring the 87th anniversary. When those first came out, and they are hot,
God damn
they
it.
are unbelievable. They just got way too big way too quickly. They were everywhere. When they are hot. I mean, they had a full store at the Mall of America.
I remember the lines, when new locations would open up.
The Maple Grove one.
Maple Grove on a Friday in the summer.
Yeah.
There are lines around the corner because everybody's going up to the cabin and they're stopping.
I think my guys were live from that.
I think so.
And I think Star ate a dozen of them in one bite.
That was
Lucky.
I think I saw that video.
God, those are
He
good.
passed out. He threw up, I think.
That was one of the hidden secrets in Canada. When you go to Canada, you get some Krispy Kreme. And I thought for sure when they opened that one in Minnesota, it was going to last forever.
Didn't.
I mean, I don't even know if there is one.
Not in Minnesota.
No, not
in fact,
anymore.
there was a story a couple years ago of a kid who started driving down to Iowa and bringing a bunch back and selling them to people.
But they got to be hot.
But they got it. Yeah,
They got to be fresh.
And there's one they have them in Colorado, and that's the last time I went to one. It was 3 years ago.
There has to be one in Colorado.
And that combo.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
When you see
Yeah,
That one
I
in
know.
Denver's
Calm down, Rosie.
elite. I had to read this sentence several times because it's so baffling to me. But for one weekend next month, Taco Bell is creating a retirement community for young people near San Diego called the Cantinas. Activities include pickleball, painting classes, and knitting circles.
What?
Younger retired?
Yeah,
And it's
young retired
knitting
younger
circles?
people. Knitting circles and pickleball.
Man, Taco Bell has had some huge hits. They've just they're very good at what they do. I mean, the Crunchwrap Supreme is an all-time fast food item.
Hall of Fame.
All-time. Hall of Fame. I mean, it's up there with the Whopper and the Big Mac.
For sure.
And I know you two won't eat it, but I don't need you. You don't eat tacos, do you, Zach?
I didn't until Halsey came to town and bought us a bunch.
That was a good bit.
The first time I ever ate
That
a
was
taco.
a weird sentence.
Halsey
I don't know
did
if
a
Halsey
free
wants
show
you
at
to
the
say
Armory.
that.
He never did
Halsey
since.
Wales.
Yeah, Halsey Wales.
Halsey's A+.
Yep.
She's
Oh,
great.
she is slammer.
She's got a new acoustic guitar song that sounds really good, and she's been going through hell lately. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
wish
she
her the
bought
best.
everybody tacos that were waiting outside for her show.
Some of
she
them
came
were
in and
waiting
did a
for
free show.
3 days.
Yeah,
Wow.
to get in.
Here?
And yes, she came here
people
to do
waited 3 days.
to get into this free show that she was doing at the Armory, and so she bought tacos for everybody waiting outside.
That's very.
awesome.
That's really
Yeah,
cool.
she's great. She's good to work with.
She gets it.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is, I don't know what this is, and I've read this a bunch of times, so maybe somebody can explain. Do any of you know what a Wawa is?
The
Yes.
gas
It's like a
station.
gas station.
Yeah.
I stopped.
It's a quick trip-esque. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's compared
in,
to
like,
Quick
the
Trip.
Northeast.
Because
The
people
old Wawa.
love the
Yep.
food at Wawa. Like, the
Yep.
Northeasterners will die for Wawa. Like, it's a cult.
Oh,
almost.
didn't you go to one?
KFAN road trip, my first stop in Philly. It is
On purpose?
And it's phenomenal, right?
Yes, the food is awesome.
Why? Like, what's the difference?
They've got like a full, like they make full blown sandwiches, full blown pizza. Like they have a full
Rosie
kitchen back
should go.
there. It's not as good as Sheets. I found there's a place called Sheets
Dwight loves it.
yes, in Pennsylvania. But yeah, Wawas are awesome. Although they did have a freestyle machine, so it lost points.
Okay, sorry, Zach.
Yeah, now everybody be an adult.
Everybody
But
be an adult.
isn't there a place in the South called Boosie's? Isn't that a big thing?
Tommy,
Yeah, I think Bucky's.
But Bucky's.
It's Bucky's.
I was like, wait, Little Boosie? Little Boosie's got his Little Boosie's got his gas station. He's entrepreneurial.
Preparing for tomorrow.
It's not even a word.
I thought
Well, that's a woman's viewpoint.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Rosie.
that's what they called it. But yeah,
I
that
think it's Bucky's.
everybody grow up.
It's the beaver.
Yeah, correct. But isn't that the same thing as a Wawa?
Boosie's.
I thought it was.
Isn't that the guy that sings country music?
It's Gary Busey.
don't look it up on the internet.
I thought that's what it was called.
Read the next story.
It's like, Zach, are you in Tommy's community? We love Boosie. We love that.
You guys are never going in there. I thought that's what it was called. I've never been to one.
That's what my sources say.
Bucky's.
I think Zach is crying. He's actually crying.
I've never seen him laugh this hard.
Oh, man. That's funny.
We almost made it. We got like 2 more minutes. A bar in California suggested a customer tip 100%. The tipping bit, fine. Tipping, fine. You got to tip. Tipping is important.
Yeah.
So everybody should work a serving job once in their life.
Yes.
Nobody is doing it for their health. It's an important gig. Tipping is important. But the tipping has gotten out of control.
Yeah.
You don't need 25% tipping on takeout. These options of it's like the South Park episode where every time Randy goes to Whole Foods, they ask him if he wants to donate. That's fine. You can do that on your own, whatever. But the tipping, servers, yes. But some of these things, you don't get a tip.
Yeah.
You poured a cup of coffee. I'm not tipping you $4.
Yeah.
If you have to go get the food yourself,
Yes.
you shouldn't tip.
Yeah.
Well, and how about
100%.
employers just pay their employees
that's the
livable
other-
wages?
that's the other
You know,
Well, that's too easy.
Well,
No.
you 3 should have a tip thing done.
Oh.
That's I'm standing up for you.
appreciate you, Saucy. I left it on the table. I appreciate you picking it up.
The average American says I'm tired 3 times a day.
Me, Sauce?
That's just on this show. That's specifically
Way more
just
than
on this
that.
show.
Way
That's
more
like
than that.
before 10 a.m.
Did any of you guys?
am tired.
Did any of you guys see the picture yesterday of Joe Ryan powdering himself on camera?
I got the video. Yeah.
I saw that.
Have it on repeat.
Zach,
We did the video. It was on the.
Yeah, I forgot when I saw that. I was like, I forgot to ask Marnes about that because I saw it when it happened. And I was like, what the hell is he doing? He's powdering his nuts.
Have you guys never heard of that?
You got to stay comfy.
Yes, but you do it in the locker room.
Yeah, well, you do it wherever you
Well, and
want.
he had it like
you do it wherever you want. No, you don't.
His
No.
pants were comically out there. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't like a little
No.
like sneak. It was like
it's a
full-
cartoon.
Yeah.
I think we should be discouraging this.
Well, don't you just do that when you're getting dressed?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Zach, Joe Ryan.
Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys
I'd like
are the
to go
best.
to.
Stop.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Now, if they want to call me and nitpick that, fine. But that's what I thought. I didn't say the other.
I know, it's fun. It's funny. It's funny considering what you thought it was.
Barb,
That's-
thank you.
yeah.
You know
Sorry.
what? Thank you.
Yeah. Max, you're the best. Thanks,
Maxo.
brother. Zacho, thank you. Brett,
Love you,
thank
man.
you. Perry,
Good
thanks.
job.
Love you.
Yeah,
Love you.
you guys
Great
are-
job today, this week,
Good
boys.
job, Saucy.
Great
You
job.
steered
Great
the ship
job.
beautifully, Saucy.
I couldn't do it I couldn't do it without you guys. I appreciate it. The dads will be back tomorrow from their Hammerathon. Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Questions and surprises, all the answers in
to today's Power Trip Morning Show or to hear previous shows, podcast us on the iHeartRadio app or KFAN.com.